Vince is scaring all the Rocks fans. Bang, 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 turn them sideways and stick them straight up. You can't do that.
You can kiss my ass.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Welcome to John 316 and Proto Man's Under the Ring podcast.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Under the Ring podcast. John 316 here, and also my co-host Proto Man. Today we're going to be discussing Kane's return and the future plans for Kane.
So if you guys missed Night of Champions last Sunday, Seth beat Sting in his match. Seth retained his championship. Sheamus' music hits. Sheamus comes running down, lands a massive brogue kick. We think he's going to go for the pin. Boom! Kane's music hits. Demon Kane is here. Hellfire and Brimstone eruption. Kane comes down. Massive chokeslam from Hell to Rollins. Just absolutely beautiful. And at that point, we thought the ultimate screw job was going to come and happen. We thought Sheamus was going to come in the ring, get the pin, setting up a nice feud between Kane and Rollins. But instead, Sheamus comes in and Kane chokeslams Sheamus and ends both of them. Now, if Kane is actually trying to screw Rollins over, wouldn't the big insult have been letting Rollins lose his title right there to Sheamus?
It would, but you have to see what the mind of Kane is. Kane, who took Kane out? Who got his leg shattered by somebody? There's a rivalry there, all right? And let's say you were Kane. You got taken out by somebody that has the championship. You don't want nobody to beat that guy besides you. You want to get your revenge on him. And if you get your revenge on him while he has the belt, you're going to be the new champion. So why would you want someone else to get the belt and then you have a feud with a guy that has nothing? Kane wants, realistically, I think, wants the championship belt. And
Boom.
I think he might get it.
Kane wanted Rollins to continue to have the championship.
That's why I see Kane protecting Rollins. You'll be seeing that in the future. When you see Rollins defending the belt in the next coming weeks before Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, I can see Kane interfering so Rollins keeps the belt. Because I think Kane really wants the belt.
That's a good point. We'll see what happens. Next day, Raw. We see Kane, but he's back as corporate Kane as well. And he's playing off this gimmick like, I don't know anything about the Demon Kane, and I don't know anything that happened. And he's setting up this two different distinct people. Kind of think of like when Hulk Hogan was Mr. America, but he played it off as they didn't know each other. It's something we know, but in storyline, they're two different people, which is really cool.
I do agree with that. I love that they have the Kane that's all smiling in his suit, like doesn't know what anybody's talking about. Like, what are you talking about, Seth? That wasn't me. Like, I love that, how he's just playing it off, but then you know that after when the camera zooms away and it's still on Kane, you can see Kane's face, like the demon's inside still. So I do love that storyline that they're doing.
Yeah, this is making Kane relevant, but in a really cool way. He's got that really nice, passive, friendly corporate guy, director of operations, and then you got Hellfire and Brimstone, Demon, things like that. And we saw something happen, too, that hasn't happened in a while, is that main event. Rollins versus Cena. Cena beats Rollins in the main event. And Kane, so we saw him earlier in the day as corporate Kane. Kane comes bursting through the ring as the Demon Kane, grabs Rollins, and drags him in/under the ring to end Raw like that. Now, obviously, this is building and starting, or has already started, a Kane versus Seth Rollins feud that is going to accumulate in a way that it's going to accumulate in a way that we're going to discuss here. But this is the beginning of a really sweet feud and a really sweet character for Kane that I hope continues even after this feud. What do you think, John?
I want to see Seth Rollins and the Kane feud stay strong, but I want them to stop with the Seth Rollins and John Cena matches. I want them to nick that in the butt, and then he just focuses on Kane, because that's where he needs to focus. That's where his priorities need to be. It's just like the Big Red Machine. He's not the Demon Kane to me, and he's always going to be the Big Red Machine, but He needs to focus more on that. I want to see them extend it to the next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, and I want them to pretty much what they're doing on Raw right now, how they're redoing history, how he pulled him from under the ring, kind of like an old school Undertaker trick right there.
Sure.
I want them to redo the Hell in a Cell match, Kane, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell for the belt. All right? Now, what happened when Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels for the belt in Hell in a Cell? His brother came, ripped the doors off. You thought he was going to help his brother? Boom. He tombstoned his brother. I want to see the Undertaker go in the ring, screw over Kane. That leads up for WrestleMania 32, Kane, Undertaker. My opinion, Undertaker's last match. That's what I would like to see.
That's actually really interesting. Now, as long as they build this Kane-Rollins feud, and and keep going through till the pay-per-view, two things. My question is, do we see Kane ever having the chance to actually win the title belt?
I think so.
From Seth Rollins?
I can see Kane having another title reign before his way out, because he's 48 years old now. You know he doesn't have that much more time. You look at what happened this past weekend with Sting, 56 years old.
Bringing up Sting's a good issue because you don't want to tarnish our thoughts of these wrestlers. So I'm really glad that Kane is coming back in this demon persona, because the last thing I didn't want to think of Kane was in his corporate business suit, dress slacks, wrestling with his shirt off with dress shoes. When you think of Kane, you think the Demon Kane. So I'm glad he's back like this, and I hope he gets some type of title reign. The only thing is this feud going to be long enough? If we went with your idea of Undertaker comes back and tombstones Kane into the ring, maybe drags Kane under the ring again, something like that, I feel like that'll cut the Rollins and Kane feud off early, just a month to feud. Here's my prediction, and it's kind of a tweak of yours. Mm-hmm. Kane and Rollins in Hell in a Cell.
That's not announced yet, as this podcast is being produced.
That's just our speculation. But Kane and Rollins at Hell in a Cell for the championship. The ending could end in terms of, Hell in a Cell is no DQ, so I don't know how it could be, but I would like to see maybe the Authority comes in and tries to stop the Demon Kane, maybe the return of J&J Security. Kane's dominating the entire match. Kane starts to get, worked over by interference or cheating or whatever. Undertaker comes out, rips off the door. We're like, oh my god, this is when he debuted. Pulls a 180, tombstones Rollins. Kane gets the pin. Kane becomes champion, and then you can keep going through the Rollins feud. Now, even if Kane loses, let's say Kane was just getting beat up on at the end of the match. Maybe Rollins they're trying to pull his mask off and things. Again, Undertaker comes out, rips the door off, and helps Kane. I think that would be a really cool kind of twist of a classic event.
I wouldn't mind seeing that either.
Maybe it would lead to the Undertaker or Kane screwing each other over later and lead to a WrestleMania match, but I think that's a good way to continue Rollins-Kane feud.
Oh, definitely. I totally would love to see that, and we hope we do see that.
All right, well, guys, this has been our thoughts on Kane's return, as well as our prediction on his future plans inside the WWE. If you guys agreed, disagree, if you had different predictions or, whatever you want, you throw it in the comments right below this video, which is really cool. Also, guys, there's a link to our Ask FM in the description, so if you have any WWE questions or TNA or old WCW or just any questions you want us to tackle, go ahead, shoot us questions on there. You'll see a video of us answering all of our questions.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening to Under the Ring Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. We'll see you next time.